Most people think you need thousands of dollars to build a serious portfolio. That used to be true. But if you have a single $100 bill, you can now create the exact same safety measures that millionaires use to protect their wealth. I'm not talking about picking stocks. I'm talking about engineering a machine that builds wealth for you. Here is exactly how to do it. We're going to create an institutional-grade portfolio using just that $100, fractional shares, and a 3-part safety system. This video walks through how to engineer a simple ETF, exchange-traded fund portfolio from scratch. With less than $100, hang in there to the end for my complete step-by-step implementation plan. And a bonus. What's an ETF? It's a type of investment fund that holds a collection of assets, like stocks, bonds, or commodities. It's all about diversification, but at lower cost and with greater flexibility than traditional mutual funds. We will use real numbers from Vanguard, Yahoo Finance, Morningstar, ETF.com, and Federal Reserve economic data. Recent data shows Vanguard Total Stock Market ETF VTI trading over $300. That's expensive. And Vanguard S&P 500 ETF VOO was trading over $600. That's even worse when you only have $100 to work with. Those prices look impossible, and anyone might think, I can't afford to get into ETFs. I know, it looks discouraging. You might be thinking, I cannot even buy one unit, so I might as well wait, or just forget it, right? Meanwhile, the core U.S. stock market has delivered strong long-term total returns. Recent data shows VTI shows a multi-decade annualized return in the high single to low double digits based on Vanguard and Morningstar data. VOO and other S&P 500 ETFs show similar or slightly higher long-term annualized returns over the last decade. Short-term Treasuries measured by FRED Federal Reserve, economic data 1-year yields income, and investment generates are paying a mid-single-digit interest rate. So the market offers powerful compounding engines, stocks for growth, Treasuries for stability. But the entry ticket looks too expensive, and the engine is hidden behind ticker symbols and jargon. The engineering barrier is this. How do you build a risk-adjusted, efficient portfolio structure that uses those engines and with less than $100? We start with the engine, not the tickers. First, you need a broad equity compounding engine, one fund that approximates the entire U.S. stock market. Why it works? Owning a very wide slice of the market captures the aggregate growth of thousands of companies. It reduces risk of being in a single stock. That could tank. And historically, broad U.S. equity has beaten inflation by a wide margin over long periods. Next, you need a safety buffer, something with low volatility and positive yield. Short-term U.S. Treasury exposure fits this role. Recent Fed data shows 1-year and 2-year Treasury yields in the mid-single digits. That's great safety. This provides a ballast that is less sensitive to stock market swings. Third, you can add an optional tilt, such as a large-cap S&P 500 core slice, or a quality factor ETF, to slightly adjust volatility and sector mix without adding complexity. Efficiency comes from using only a few ultra-low-cost ETFs. What we are seeing is Vanguard lists expense ratios of about 0.03% for both VTI and VOO. That keeps the drag on your compounding engine very small. The key insight here is that fractional shares allows you to put any dollar amount into each part of your system. So you no longer need full share prices. You just need a target structure. Step 1. Define the core growth engine. Let's visualize VTI total return versus a flat inflation line from 2001 to 2025 to get some perspective. It's pretty impressive. First, we will design the compounding engine. We want full U.S. market exposure. Market cap weighted, very low cost. Vanguard Total Stock Market ETF VTI matches this mechanism. VTI holds thousands of U.S. stocks, from mega caps down to smaller companies. Morningstar's performance page shows a long history of strong total returns since inception. 2 resources, Total Real Returns and Slick Charts, show that since the early 2000s, VTI's inflation-adjusted total return is very high relative to cash or bonds. This is your primary growth engine. In a portfolio under $100, you should put most of your dollars here. Step 2. have some breaks. Next, we add stability. Short-term Treasuries, as measured by the Fred GS1 and DGS2 series, show yields near mid-single digits. A low-cost ETF that tracks short-term U.S. Treasury securities essentially converts your cash slice into an interest-bearing buffer with much lower volatility than stocks. The tactic here is to reduce portfolio swings. Provide a small pool that can be tapped if you need cash without forcing you to sell equity, stock value minus liabilities, at a bad time. In the under 100 structure, a modest percentage can be allocated to this. Put on the brakes. Step 3. Decide on an optional tilt. Historically, the S&P 500 index has delivered very strong returns over the last decade. Vanguard's VOO page and Yahoo Finance show a double-digit annualized total return over a 10-year period. The engine for large-cap stocks tend to be more stable and more profitable. Tilting toward them can change the volatility and sector concentration of your portfolio. VOO is a low-fee S&P 500 ETF. Adding a small allocation to this fund, on top of your VTI core, is an efficient way to tilt toward mega caps while preserving simplicity. This tilt is optional. If you prefer fewer tickers, you can skip it and keep everything in VTI plus Treasuries. Step 4. Translate these parts into a structure under $100. Now we design the portfolio structure for under $100. Here is your blueprint. The engine gets the most fuel. Aim for 60 to 80% here. This is VTI. Next, the brakes. This is your safety buffer, so allocate 10 to 30%. Finally, that optional turbo boost. Put the last 10% here if you want it. Because fractional shares are supported at many brokers today, you are free to allocate exact dollar amounts, even if they are less than the price of one full share. The efficiency here is having one core growth ETF, one safety ETF, one optional tilt, all using ultra-low expense ratios and fully scalable as you add more cash later. Step 5. Implementation steps for a beginner. Open a broker that supports fractional shares. Major platforms in the US and some international markets do this today. Search for your chosen ETFs. Confirm tickers via official sites, Vanguard for VTI and VOO, and the chosen Treasury ETF's issuer site. Set up your portfolio structure allocation targets so that each new deposit is split according to your chosen percentages. Turn on automatic investments if your broker supports it. Select a fixed dollar amount under 100 to be invested every week or month. Split across the 3 types of investments. This turns your portfolio into a compounding engine, automatically fed by your cash flow without manual timing decisions. Bonus: how to get started. Common mistakes to avoid. Step 1. Pick your broker with fractional ETF support. Step 2. Verify that VTI or its equivalent is available. Double-check the expense ratio on Vanguard's site, and cross-reference with Morningstar and ETF.com for performance history over the last few years. Step 3. Identify a short-term Treasury ETF. Verify its duration range and yield using issuer data and Fred yields as context. Step 4. Decide whether you want the S&P 500 tilt. Check VOO's profile on Vanguard and ETF.com, confirm the fee, and that it tracks the S&P 500 index with minimal tracking error. Step 5. Create a simple written plan. List your target percentages, your deposit schedule, and your rules for rebalancing. For example, only rebalance if allocations drift beyond a certain band. Then execute. Start with any amount under 100. The structure matters more than the starting number. Common mistakes to avoid. Mistake number 1. Chasing hot thematic ETFs before you have a core compounding engine. Mistake number 2. Ignoring expense ratios and choosing funds with high management fees when ultra-low fee broad funds exist. Mistake number 3. Overcomplicating the structure by adding many overlapping ETFs that all track similar indexes. This reduces clarity and efficiency. Mistake number 4. Reacting emotionally to short-term market moves. Selling your core growth ETF after a drawdown instead of viewing it as part of a long-term compounding mechanism. Mistake number 5. Not having breaks, which is your safety buffer. Mistake number 6. Running 100% in equities. even if your risk tolerance and time frame do not match that exposure. Currently, VTI and VOO deliver broad U.S. equity exposure with excellent expense ratios, around 0.03%. Remember, short-term U.S. Treasuries provide safety. That's your brakes, with yields in the mid-single digits according to Fed daily interest rate releases. Fractional shares make full share prices irrelevant. You can implement a risk-adjusted portfolio structure with less than $100 by focusing on investment choices instead of brand-new hot tickers. The design is simple, but the results are powerful. Build the engine, add the brakes, automate the fuel. That is how you turn $100 into a legacy, adding international equity and more refined bond exposure, without losing simplicity. Question for you. If you had $100 to start today. Question for you. If you had $100 to start today, how would you split it between a broad U.S. stock ETF, a short-term Treasury ETF, and an optional S&P 500 core tilt? Let me know in the comments. If this framework helped, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell, and let the data drive your decisions, not the noise. The next logical step is to expand this structure into a full 3-fund or 4-fund global portfolio.